Is Anubis calling you, or do you want to reach out to him? Anubis is the Egyptian god of transitions, funeral rites, and the guide through the underworld. Let's journey together to discover more about him. Modern storytelling has kind of given Anubis a bad rap. While he does have a position of judgment in his role of weighing the heart, historically Egyptians loved and respected him. Hi, I'm Amy, and welcome to my channel. Check out our website for some cool stuff. As many of you know, I'm a devotee to Bastet and love Egyptian goddesses. So this summer, my plan was to dig more into Isis and explore Nut. But Anubis kept interfering. Not in a bad way, of course, but in a way that made me say to myself, maybe I should pay attention. So began my journey to learn more. Is Anubis speaking to you? Signs can be either physical, such as you keep running into dogs or seeing canines in artwork. Symbols appear out of nowhere and are relevant to you and your situation. Or they can be non physical signs, such as a voice in your head, dreaming with things about things that represent Anubis, visions during meditation, or even a feeling based on your intuition. I went hiking a lot this summer, and on my hikes, I found myself thinking about pathways and transitions and what direction to go. And then I would make myself anxious because I didn't have a definitive answer. And of course, when you're outside at parks, you tend to run into lots of dogs. Anubis is connected with the jackal, specifically the Egyptian jackal, which was recently renamed by scientists and is now called the golden or African wolf. The jackal's association with death and rebirth symbolizes the cycle of life and the transformation of the soul. As scavengers, the jackal is associated with eating the dead. Their presence was noted in early primitive graveyards eating corpses. This may have been one of the foreshadowing events of a more complex burial with protection for the corpse. The Egyptians' goal was for the body to move on to the afterlife, to be reborn. Thus, they had an elaborate mummification process. So, to protect the bodies from being devoured, Anubis had the head of a jackal. The Egyptians believe in the concept of Ma'at, a sense of order, peace, and balance. Death was just as important as life. Therefore, Anubis was a major part of the transformation from life to death and back to life again. We see this sense of balance expressed in their afterlife, where the human heart is weighed against the ostrich feather. Anubis declares judgment on the fate of the soul. A heavy heart and the soul would be devoured by Ammit. When the feather was heavier than the heart, Anubis would lead the relieved soul to a glorious afterlife. I love this picture of Anubis gently guiding the dead through the underworld. It reminds me we all need some comfort now and then. Anubis' significance extended beyond just the mortuary realm. He was also perceived as a divine protector, guarding the people against evil spirits and guiding them towards spiritual enlightenment. Anubis wants to offer us guidance. So, the hard part, of course, is being the blindfolded person and allowing him to lead. Start by making an altar space for him. Anubis loves black and gold colors. Black candles represent protection, and gold represents success. Meditating with a gold candle can help increase endurance and courage to solve complicated problems. Anubis's tree is the Mediterranean cypress. Use it to decorate your altar. For those in the southern United States, you may have the bald cypress tree. For the rest of us in more northern climates, we can substitute juniper boughs. As a canine, Anubis loves scents. Sandalwood and myrrh are great to burn during meditation. For offerings, Anubis likes food with a strong flavor: dark ales, pomegranate, beer cheese, and of course, bread. And while chocolate is very bad for mortal canines, it is a favorite of Anubis. Statues of him are always appreciated. If purchasing a statue is not in your budget, no problem. Print off a picture, or even better, draw one. And speaking of drawing, if you like coloring books, leave me a comment. I'm looking into making more of them. Show devotion to Anubis by placing flowers at neglected grave sites. You could also volunteer at a dog shelter to take dogs for walks or donate needed items. So you have an altar space and you've devoted some time of service to him. Now is the time for some real work. Anubis is the god of life transitions. As I said, Anubis is a wonderful guide in these very hard times. Anubis is very calm and nurturing. He can help you feel grounded, very much like a father figure. Anubis wants us to work hard. The people he chooses to work with are not afraid of the dark in their hearts. They accept to do shadow work, even if it might be painful. Meditation and self reflection are important. During these practices, individuals should reflect on the aspects of their lives that need alteration or release. By following Anubis's example and surrendering to the natural flow of life, devotees are encouraged to face their fears and embrace the unknown, just as the deceased must surrender their earthly existence to enter the realm of the afterlife. I didn't spend too much time on Anubis's story, but leave me a comment if you would like to hear more about him. Also, check out the blog post, which contains several rituals and a deep dive into his history. Check out my video on Bastet next. Thanks for watching, and have a very witchy day.